and welcome back to another season as well as another episode of The Network Effect. We are back and we have some really exciting news and we're excited to share that with you today. So this will be our new series release for The Network Effect. So it's season 2 and we're bigger and better than ever. So you might see some new faces. This is Emily. She's one of the many new faces that's joined the Centura team as our team has grown quite drastically since earlier this year. And we just have a lot of news and exciting updates to share with you today. So welcome, Emily. She's our community manager. And yeah, maybe you could just introduce yourself and what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So I actually had the fortunate experience of starting with the Centura team about 8 days before our conference. That also is a great talking point for us later in today's episode. But I've joined as the community manager, and my role as the community manager is really about bringing the network together. So whether that means the local experts, helping them interact with each other, or connecting the experts to opportunities that exist either within the Centura team or within business opportunities. So we're doing a lot of meetings, we're doing a lot of great events like the Network Effect, and we've got more planned for the coming weeks.
Amazing. I always like, just give me the quick list of companies you've worked for and countries you've done assignments in.
There's too many.
Companies I've worked for. It's probably too many, but I'll go with the country. So I'll go with the country. So as you can tell from my accent, I'm American born, but I have a military background, so moved every couple of years. But on my own, I moved to the Czech Republic, to Brazil. I spent a few months living in France. I lived in Belgium, and now in sunny UK.
So we're continuing our hiring spree of very multinational staff, very diversified, which we're very pleased about. But among all the other things we've been doing, we've also had a lot of technology development as well, which we wanted to run you through a little bit about today. So Centura Global, as you will hopefully remember, or if you're new to us, welcome. We help companies to expand internationally. And one of the differences that we're bringing to hopefully disrupt the way you access professional services is our technology platform. And within that, we have been releasing information on new countries as well as new areas within markets. So our platform is able to help you develop your strategy for entering any market around the world. But we've been growing our global mobility area, so there's a lot more information on how you can support your employees, both pre-travel, during and post-travel as well. We're also growing out our employee benefits and risk sectors as well within the system. You can access, over 140 countries.
Yeah.
All of this information is live now at the moment on the platform, and we're continuing to develop tools which allow you to better access and tap into this detail as well. So a lot of fantastic things on the sort of initial information and strategy side. What we've also been doing and made some great strides in then just the sort of case and project management side. So once you start scaling into a market, whether you're just hiring a remote worker or you're setting up an entity, getting started is the first thing, and it takes a lot of work to get there, to pre-plan what you're going to do to make sure you're compliant. But even once you're underway, there's a lot of management, whether that's managing a lawyer as well as an accountant, as well as an immigration provider, an insurance company, employee benefits company. You've got to coordinate all these things, and that's where the Centura platform really shines, and it can help you do that across multiple markets as well. So you'll find a lot more great features there in terms of managing your projects for your international expansion, keeping track of your employees. It's super simple, downloadable reports, and we're really pleased with all the features we've brought out. So if you're interested, please feel free to get in touch, and we'll be happy to give you a bit of a demo of some of those key elements we've been bringing out.
Yeah, and I think one of the other big updates we wanted to talk about today was our conference, which we hosted in May, and we've actually just figured out our details for next year, which we'll share with all of you soon. But we had a really great conference that was held in London earlier this year, and we had over 250 attendees, which was a fantastic turnout considering in person, especially considering it was our first ever conference. And I think what I liked so much about it was that the theme was quite broad. So the focus was around international business, what the future looks like within international business. Obviously, we tied in a lot to do with global expansion, but there was really such a broad network of individuals who attended, and I was just really amazed to have such amazing speakers from all over the world come. So many great attendees who are really engaging and made an effort to ask questions and, have some really interesting discussions. So thank you to all of you who attended.
Yeah, I think even if it doesn't touch directly on your business, just understanding what other people are doing, where market trends are heading, just around things like the blockchain, but just technology and security as well, where people are at with AI at the moment, I think can be really just sort of inspirational to keep pushing what you're doing, even if it's not directly related. So we had a lot of fantastic feedback about just the insight people were gaining into other industries, as well as the very practical elements as well of expanding. So I think the speaker quality was out of this world.
I think it's a really good note because we've talked about it in the circles a couple of times in our individual pillars. So in the immigration relocation circle, in the tax and accounting circle, in the legal circle. And a lot of the members that are part of our network already attend conferences that are part of their own specific industry. So they attend legal conferences, they attend tax conferences, but this was the first time they were attending something where the topics, as you say, Gina, were really broad. But I think in general, the feedback that I've received, that I've been part of, is that everyone wants to keep it the same next year. They want to go into it and learn a lot in even just a day, 2 days, and be exposed to all of those different things and get the ideas going.
Yeah. So you can look up the conference now, the globalexpansionconference.com. Take out globalexpansionconference.com. Pre-register for tickets for 2023 to ensure you get notified of the dates and the location as well as the theme. But it will obviously be focused around globally expanding business and future and technology. So a lot of amazing practical advice as well as inspirational and thought leadership speakers. And an amazing opportunity to network as well. And obviously, if you're one of the members of our network, the International Expansion Awards as well will be up for grabs, or if you're an international expanding company. So check it out, get in touch. We'll be happy to share that information with you shortly, and really excited to go bigger and better this year.
Yeah.
Next year.
And I think one other really exciting update has been to our network itself. So like Emily mentioned, we have a network of providers, I guess, and experts who live and work all over the world. And Emily comes in as the community manager to really look after them and help hone in those relationships. So I think maybe you can give us a few updates on the network that you've been working with since you've joined.
Yeah, I think a lot of the updates will be forthcoming. So we're going to feature a few different members talking about areas of their expertise over the coming season of the Network Effect. We've been getting a lot of contributions, especially in our blog space, where members can identify a really important topic for businesses and put that into print so that they can arm companies with the information that they're looking for. But we've been actively meeting in the circles, which is our monthly get together. Currently, it's a remote meeting, but we are actually going to start meeting in person. So we're looking to do our first non-conference in-person event in November, and quite a few of us actually of the Centura team and the wider network are attending different conferences around the world. I know you guys are going to Lisbon.
Yeah.
I'll be in Barcelona next month as well.
Yeah, I'll be in Lisbon in November.
Yep.
So getting out there, which we're
Getting
really
out there.
excited to see.
And I'll be in Vegas.
Yeah. How did you get that one?
Yeah, I don't know. Lucky.
Great. Fantastic. Well, yeah, thanks so much for joining us on this sort of opening episode of the Network Effect. We're excited to be back. New format, short, sharp episodes, some very interesting speakers lined up, as well as some fantastic topics around global expansion. So stay tuned wherever you're catching this episode, and we look forward to seeing you again shortly.
Great. Thank you.
See you soon.